6 months ago, I picked up the Galaxy Z Fold 3. And I'll be honest, after 6 months, a lot of people have commented down below my videos and said the same concept. What do you think of this phone? What should I buy this phone? It's $1,800. A lot of money spent on one cell phone. $1,800. You could literally get a regular cell phone, flagship cell phone, with a watch, with some kind of earbuds for the same price. So the question is it worth to pick up this phone? I will say, to this day, 6 months later, this phone is the most polished, foldable cell phone I have ever used. It is my favorite cell phone I have ever used. It's almost to a point now, well, it's just million videos, but it's impossible for me to go back to my old cell phone, my old flagship cell phone, my old iPhones or candy bar cell phones because of this phone. Being able to do this has changed so much in my life when it comes to entertainment, doing college, doing work, YouTube, whatever, you name it. The ability to open up this phone and just have, bam, love it, love it, love it. So let's talk about some things I love about this phone, because there's a lot of things I love about this phone. First off, unlike other foldable cell phones, it does have NFC, has wireless charging, has waterproofness, and very, very good waterproofness, if I might add. It also does have a outside Gorilla Glass Victus display on the outside, 120 hertz on both displays, which is beautiful. A amazing camera setup on the back. We have a 12, 12, and a 12. We, of course, do have a 4 megapixel under display camera inside. We also do have a 10 megapixel on the outside right here. It is fast, it is powerful, has tons of RAM on this thing. The battery life, best cell phone I've ever used battery life wise. Best cell phone I've ever used battery life wise. Gives me all day battery, no issue at all. Now, what are some cons? Because like I said before, I do love this phone. And I love this outside display too. I really do. And this is not a con. Surprisingly enough, you'd think this would be a con. It fits so perfectly in my hand, just like this. I love this outside display. So what's the con? The con is the con that a lot of people are going to say right now. And it's the two part of the same con here. Number one is the crease down the middle. I don't care about the crease aesthetics wise. I don't care about the crease when I'm looking at it and saying, oh my God, there's a crease down the middle. I don't care about that. I care about the crease when it affects my usability of the phone. And if anyone owns this phone, you probably know, yes, it can affect your usability of the phone. For example, when I have my music up, right, and I have my music and I have my car, have this set up in my car, I have my music all set up to go. And when I'm clicking on songs to go ahead and go on songs, if I click where the crease is, it will not register me clicking on that area. So, for example, if I go ahead and do this sideways, right? Right here, right down the middle here, this is where the crease is. This does not register at all correctly. It will either register above the crease or below the crease. So, yes, it will still have it being a touchscreen, but the crease down the middle literally cannot register where that crease is. That crease is an automatic dead spot. So if you click on where the crease is, it will either click above it or below it. Most of the time it clicks below it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll say that. That is my biggest issue with this phone. That's how small it is. Now, the inside of the screen, what a lot of people have issues with and they're scared about with this phone is this inside display right here. Because obviously, yes, it is fragile. It is not Gorilla Glass Victus. It is going to be a foldable glass that's very thin, micro levels of thinness, and it's scary. It is scary because it's $1,800 and one little thing could break this inside display without any hesitation at all. I have not broken it after 6 months of using it. I use this phone all the time. Even when I was, daily driving the Surface Duo 2 and 1, this was always my secondary device. Always. I love this phone. But I will say I've had no issues with anything peeling. A lot of people have taken off the screen protector. I have not taken off the screen protector. I've left it on. Other than that, though, there's no peeling on any of these sides. The screen protector has been on. Perfect. No issue at all. My biggest issue with this inside display isn't even that it doesn't feel like glass or, you know, the crease or whatever. It's really just the fact that I have to keep in mind that it's going to get fingerprinted like crazy. I mean, anytime I use this phone and someone else uses the phone for me, everyone says the same thing. Oh my God, the fingerprints everywhere. Oh my God, the fingerprints everywhere. I literally bring a microfiber cloth with me at all times now, just to clean up the display. And if you're in direct sunlight, kiss it goodbye, because you're literally going to see non-stop fingerprints on this phone. Every little nook and cranny will get fingerprints, and because it's not dust resistant, you have to worry about dust particles getting in the phone too. It's a constant hassle of cleaning this display, cleaning this phone, make sure it's actually, you know, not just full of dust, full of crap, but it's worth it. It's worth the hassle of having this outside display be this big. It's worth the hassle of being able to walk around with a mini tablet in your hand. And that's what these phones really are. They're really mini tablets. And for entertainment purposes and work purposes, it is absolutely amazing. I love this phone for that reason. But like I said before, yes, you're going to have some issues with cleaning the display. And that is how small the problem I have with this phone is. Because this phone is absolutely amazing. I love it. And I could never stop recommending this phone to anyone who wants to pick it up. Keep in mind, it's $1,800. But you're getting a very polished, great foldable phone with Android 12, soon to be Android 12L, optimized, just works so fluently. It's actually a true foldable phone, unlike Surface Zero 1 and 2, and it just feels so good in the hand. And I mean, I could not rate this phone anything lower than a 10 out of 10. And I truly mean that. And you guys know, if you watch my channel, there's so many times where I will literally just rate a phone way too low, I feel like. And I can't do that with this phone. This phone is always on me. It's literally my media consumption device in my car. It turned my, you know, regular Nissan into like a Tesla, I feel like, when I have this actual phone in the car. Absolutely love it. Couldn't recommend it enough, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though. If you do own the Z Fold 3, tell me if you like it or you hate it. I've seen a lot of people comment down below and said they either picked up the Z Fold 3 after my content, or they used it themselves and they hated it and they went to the Surface Zero 2. I'm not trying to tell you that the Surface Zero 2 is, you know, oh, nothing compared to Z Fold 3, because I rated the Surface Zero 2 as an 8 out of 10. So, as you guys can clearly see, they're very similar devices when it comes to how good they are. They just have completely different purposes. The Z Fold 3 is meant for entertainment. It's meant for just that all-in-one type experience. Why a lot of people love the, you know, all-in-one Surface laptops, because it has tablet and a computer at the same time. It's meant for all-in-one like that. Duo 2 is meant for maximum productivity. You have two separate displays that coincide with each other, but you can have two separate entities working. You can do that on the Z Fold 3, but it just simply doesn't work as well as the Surface Zero 2. Now, last thing I'll leave off this video with is Samsung DeX. And I'll be honest, I have not used Samsung DeX in a minute, okay? I have not used Samsung DeX in a hot minute, and I kind of forget sometimes it's actually on this phone. Because I'm always with my PCs anyway, so I just don't have time to use Samsung DeX. It's a nice feature, and if you're thinking about picking up this phone, Samsung DeX is a really good selling point. Me personally, doesn't do much for me, but if you are one of the people who use Samsung DeX religiously, this is another great selling feature. So, overall, like I said before, I do recommend it. After 6 months, I love this phone. No issue with it at all. I have not even dropped this phone yet. And the inside display, as you can see, still working perfectly fine. I think this phone will work perfectly fine in the inside display for another 2 years. No issue at all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.